Welcome to Episode 8 of Adam's Insights. In the Library of Congress, 2025, Natomis' journey deepens as the black stone tablet opens a portal to the Hall of Choices. Guided by Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom, and the white owl, Natomis faces 7 gates to learn the balance of freedom and responsibility. A trial of destiny awaits. Hashtag Gates of Choice. A tarnished brass desk lamp with a cracked green glass shade casts a dim yellow glow, painting wavering shadows on the scratched wooden table. In Natomis's hands rests the black stone tablet, palm-sized and glossy as a midnight mirror. Its hieroglyphic carvings, interlocking circles, self-awareness, silver wings, forgiveness, a divided circle, self-acceptance, the Ankh, patience, an awakened falcon, reconciliation, and the eye of Horus, courage, pulse with celestial blue light, like veins of secret life. The eye of Horus fades gently, leaving a quiet flame in his brown eyes, as if the courage from the mirror of fire still burns. Natomis, his wavy black hair falling over his forehead, his crumpled gray shirt and torn jeans out of place in this temple-like archive, gazes at the tablet. His heart beats steadily, yet the lessons of self-awareness, Isis, forgiveness, Osiris, self-acceptance, Sekhmet, patience, Bastet, reconciliation, Set, and courage, Horus, have awakened a sense of responsibility toward himself and the world.
The air is heavy with the scent of dry paper and ancient wood, the silence enveloping the room like a velvet curtain, broken only by a faint hum from the tablet, as if unseen spirits whisper their secrets. Suddenly, a soft flutter of wings cuts through the quiet, like a breeze through ancient leaves. Natomis looks up to see the white owl perched on the table's edge. Its snow-white feathers glow silver under the lamp, its golden eyes shining like twin stars, piercing his soul with a gaze of eternal wisdom and subtle challenge. Freedom is the greatest gift, but it carries a heavy responsibility. Its words resonate in his mind like a deep whisper from the cosmos. The trial of choices places you before 7 gates, each leading to a destiny. Those who choose wisely shape their fate. Are you ready?
7 gates? Natomis repeats, his voice a mix of curiosity and unease. His heart races, like hidden drums playing a cryptic tune. His past lessons have fortified him, but choosing a destiny from 7 gates feels like a challenge demanding clarity of soul. He grips the tablet tightly, fingers trembling, as a familiar vortex pulls at his consciousness, his soul slipping from his body. The room dissolves in a swirl of light and shadow, leaving his body seated while his spirit journeys to another realm. Hall of Choices. Ancient Egypt. Time unknown. Natomis opens his eyes in a vast hall, its towering stone walls carved with intricate reliefs of quills hovering over clay tablets as if recording human fates. The ceiling glitters with blue crystals, reflecting like a starry night sky on the polished marble floor that mirrors his steps. The air is thick with the scent of faint incense and damp clay, and the distant trickle of water echoes like a serene hymn.
At the hall's center stand 7 massive stone gates, each adorned with a unique symbol. A feather, etched as if floating. A crescent moon, glowing with a silvery halo. A sun, radiating warm golden light. A tree, its roots and branches pulsing with life. A scale, balanced with equal pans. A sword, sharp and gleaming, and a star, simple yet shining like a beacon in the dark. Before the gates stands a dignified figure, his ibis head crowned with a curved beak pointing to unwritten secrets. His deep blue robe studded with silver stars shimmers as if alive. In his hand a clay tablet glows with golden script like a map of the cosmos. On his shoulder perches the white owl, its feathers sparkling like diamonds under the crystal light. "I am Thoth," he says, his voice calm yet heavy with the weight of eternal wisdom, each word carved in fate. "God of writing, truth, and decision. You've come to the Hall of Choices to learn that freedom is not just choice, but responsibility for what you choose. Freedom without responsibility is a chain, and choice without wisdom is loss. Before you are 7 gates, but only one continues your path to wisdom. Let me share my story, my journey through truth and choice, to guide you." The owl tilts its head, its golden eyes gleaming like lanterns, urging Thoth to begin. The sound of trickling water rises slightly, as if the hall itself listens.
Thoth's Tale. I am Thoth, god of writing, truth, and decision, recorder of fates and keeper of cosmic balance. Born from Ra's will, I am the quill that writes the universe's laws, the scale that weighs human deeds. My blue robe, studded with stars, sees beyond time. My clay tablet holds the map of unchanging truth. My ibis head seeks wisdom in the soul's depths, as the ibis probes life in the mud. My eyes, Natomis, have seen 1,000 destinies. My words etched the rise and fall of nations. In the time of myths, I mediated in Osiris's court, where hearts were weighed against the feather of truth. I taught humans hieroglyphs to preserve their wisdom and stories. When gods clashed, I restored balance with words of wisdom, for I know choice is not mere action, but a responsibility, shaping fate. My story is not just carved on the walls of Memphis or Heliopolis. It is every soul's stand before their choices, knowing freedom is both their greatest gift and heaviest burden.
My values are my essence, Natomis, and I ask you to carry them as you carry the black tablet. Freedom, the gift of choice, but not chaos. Standing before these gates, I grant you freedom, but true freedom comes when you see each choice writes a line in fate's book. Isis taught me freedom begins with self-compassion, and I teach you, choose freely, but with a heart that sees beyond desire. Responsibility, my tablet. Every choice carries weight. Osiris taught me responsibility is immortality's secret, and I teach you to bear your choices' consequences. Wisdom, my quill. Choices guided by insight shape destinies. Sekhmet taught me justice requires strength, and I teach you to choose with clarity. Balance, my scale. Harmony comes from weighing heart and mind. Bastet taught me clarity comes through patience, and I teach you to balance desire with purpose. Truth, my feather, the foundation of all choice. Horus taught me courage lights the path to choice, and I teach you to seek truth in your heart. My knowledge lies not in books alone, but in the cosmos's rhythms. I know the symbol's secrets, where truth is written for those who see. The black tablet you hold is a soul's map, Natomis. Its symbols, circles, wings, the falcon, the eye, the feather, are keys to wisdom. I, with Isis, Osiris, Sekhmet, Bastet, Horus, and Set, wove these symbols into the Brotherhood of the Wise's tablets, founded in Amun's temples to guide seekers like you. You are their heir, chosen to bear their light. My thoughts were shaped by recording fates. From Isis I learned compassion is freedom's root. From Osiris I learned responsibility is immortality's key. From Sekhmet I learned justice needs strength. From Bastet I learned clarity comes through patience. From Horus I learned courage illuminate choice. From Set I learned reconciliation heals the chooser. I believe every soul carries an inner hall of choices where wisdom and responsibility shape destiny. Thoth raises his clay tablet, pointing to the gates. Each gate represents a desire, but desire alone is not enough. Ask yourself, which path serves your highest purpose?
How do I choose? Natomis asks, his eyes scanning the gates with unease, each symbol alluring. The sun promises glory, the sword power, the moon secrets, the tree growth, the scale justice, the star guidance, the feather truth. He recalls hasty choices, opting for ease over hard work, missing a chance to learn, a small lie to avoid conflict, hurting someone dear. I can't choose based on desire alone, he thinks, his heart pounding with doubt. The owl tilts its head, its voice in his mind soft as a mother's whisper. The wise choose not by temptation, but by meaning. Reflect on your lessons, self-awareness, forgiveness, patience, reconciliation, courage. What do you need now? The true choice lifts you and others.
Natomis sits on the cold marble floor, closing his eyes and breathing deeply, as if the air holds answers. He recalls his journey, the cave teaching self-awareness, facing his inadequacy, the fire igniting courage, confronting his fears, the mountain training patience, the reconciliation turning mistakes into wisdom. I want to be wise, he thinks, but wisdom isn't glory or power or secrets. It's truth that serves beyond myself. He opens his eyes, gazing at the gates. The sun dazzles, the sword empowers, the moon mystifies, but the feather, Thoth's symbol, draws him. Simple yet promising truth and justice, it transcends personal desire. The feather gate, he says, his voice steady, despite a flicker of doubt. I choose it.
Thoth smiles, his eyes gleaming with quiet approval, as if the cosmos agrees. The feather is truth and justice, he says, his voice warm with wisdom. You've chosen the path of wisdom, bearing the responsibility of your choices. True freedom is choosing what lifts you and others. He raises his clay tablet, and the feather gate opens slowly, revealing soft silver light, like moonlight on a still lake. Natomis steps forward, a silver vortex carrying him through the light, returning him to the archive. His body remains seated, but the tablet glows with a new symbol, a feather encircled by stars, like a crown of truth. The weight of responsibility settles on his shoulders, yet it feels like part of his growth.
The owl gazes at him, its golden eyes radiant with eternal wisdom. Freedom and responsibility are your seventh key, it says in his mind, a melody like flowing water. You've learned that those who choose truth carry the cosmos's light. Prepare, seeker of light, for the next trial will call from within, where your true heart is tested. With a flutter, it vanishes in a flash of light, leaving Natomis with the tablet. Anticipation wraps him, but he knows the next challenge will test his soul's core. The path is clear. Like Natomis, embrace freedom with responsibility. Weigh your choices with wisdom, choose truth over desire, and shape a destiny that uplifts. Each choice forges your soul's purpose. Natomis's journey urges us to choose wisely, balancing freedom with responsibility. Reflect on a choice that shaped your path and share your story. Join us for the next episode of Adam's Insights. #ChoiceJourney.